Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 41 of Let's Play the Prince and the Thane mod. And where we left off last, my super awesome Alex Rack character is doing a good job in battle here. We're currently doing a classic shield wall. This reduces the light cavalry defense and heavy cavalry defense, of which we only have 760 light cavalry and no heavy cavalry, so who cares? And lowers horse archer defense. Again, we have none of those, so we're really losing almost nothing. Instead, we gain tons of defense. We're very defensive right now, which is causing us to only lose 40 men a day. So let's slow it down here for this fight. Let's see what happens when we get into the actual full-on combat. We're now doubling the army here. In just 5 more days, it's going to be 17,000 versus 14,000, but they have the strait crossing penalty. I don't think there are any more men nearby that I can reinforce with, so this is going to be the battle. Now, we've got my Seinwald. My Marshal is doing classic harassment. Not bad. This guy's doing a botched volley, so he's got penalties to everything except for his archers at 25%. I'm losing tons of morale from the botched volley. This guy did a botched harassment and volley. Over here, though, we have an impressive harassment and volley. And a botched on our left flank. That's okay, he's only got 9 martial. We don't expect much from him except for what? Why did I appoint him? That's right, morale defense. So his morale, his flank, look at that morale. He is not going to stand down. Well, this guy's losing morale. That's what I want. I want to break their morale so that we can turn it into a 3-on-2 engagement. If we break even one of these flanks, we'll have a good chance of winning. 2 more days until this army arrives. 3 more, rather. Come on, I want to get to the melee phase before they get here. Looks like this flank might actually break before the reinforcements arrive. And here they come. 14,000 to 16,500. Reinforcing improves the morale. It averages the armies together. But we're looking good on morale on both flanks, about even in the center. I'm currently doing an impressive shield wall. And once we get to the melee phase, we will see exactly just how good our advisors are. Now, this flank here, Duke Gottfried is a 22 martial commander with huge bonuses to mounted troops. But if we look at his flank composition, he only has 37 heavy cavalry. So, despite his impressive ability to buff them, who cares? I'm doing an impressive shield wall, classic feint. Pretty good selection by everyone. Come on, melee phase. I want to see a crushing melee phase. Here come another 1,000 men to reinforce on their side. This isn't looking good. We've got to get to the melee. There's melee. 1,500 men die the first day of the melee phase due to our impressive infantry advance. 75% increased heavy infantry attack. 10% increased infantry defense. I can't really fail. I can't do bad tactics, so that is going to destroy against their reckless charge tactic. That's why they're losing so many men. He's going to lose 1,500 men again. So minimum speed, 12,000 to 13,000. Next day is going to tick, and only lost 250 men that day. So he changed tactics maybe, or I'm not sure. Oh, it's just so close. This is a big battle. Hell no, we're not going to fall back. We're going to murder him. Now they're broken. They are fleeing, and so I have turned to the right flank. We're now gaining a flanking bonus that'll start the next day of combat. So we're not worried about my morale now because we're not currently being engaged. Both of the middle flanks, middle and left flank on the enemy have fallen. So even though it looks like it's 10,000 versus 10,000, it's actually only 5,000 versus 10,000 because all of our flanks are engaging this 5,000 flank. These two are just running away. 1,000 more men will come to rally, but I think we've got it. Now we've got all 3 of our flanks engaged in the melee phase against one flank. 1,500 men fall. He did a botched charge. This poor archbishop is not supposed to be out in the middle of the combat field, I think. He did kill 250 men, but look at this. A legendary slow advance. Brutal. Just a brutal attack. Plus we're flanking. And we get a bonus versus botched charge. So these men, if we actually want to take a look at it, like look at these. Oh, man, I wish I had more men. Look at this. I only have 3,000 men. And yeah, actually only 958 of them are currently fighting. Some of our men, some of our flanks have retreated. So this is where the numbers kind of get misleading. It says, you know, we've got 10,000 men, but not really. Not all of them are fighting right now. But of the men who are fighting, you know, these heavy infantry, look at this. Look at their attack values. 11. These guys have 11.1, 11.1. It's good. It's just good. Trust me. Trust me. It's good stuff. So we'll continue to crush. We still have 10,000 men. And let's look at the end report. 13.8% war score. 390 prestige was gained. 214 of it was mine. No piety, because it's not a holy war. We managed to kill 6,900 men. No, excuse me, 6,900 men we lost. We started with 16. We ended up with 92. He started with a total of 21. We killed 15,600 men. That was a pretty good battle. We had fewer men and killed many more. Good stuff. And we've captured Arch-Chancellor of somebody. Captured a Duke. And we're going to end up slaughtering this remaining army as well. He's headed to Friesland, which can only support, it can support 12,000 men. We can go there. In fact, we can even get on the boats and then hop off the boats and get the defensive advantage as well. Okay, let's do something with those two dukes. Arch-Chancellor doesn't have enough money, but I do want that money. Can't send gift. Okay, it's too bad. Damn, neither of them have enough money. We could execute them. Executing them would create new vassals for the Holy Roman Emperor who have short-reign penalties with him, reducing the size of his levy. But we've already crushed his levy, so we'll hold on to these men for now. We'll hop on the boats, and then once we're on the boats... Time is going so slow. Now we're going to go here to Friesland. He won't be there until the 22nd, and we should probably be there probably the same day or one day later. We almost beat him there, but that's unfortunate. We get the amphibious landing penalty, but he's already in the fleeing phase, so it doesn't matter. We're not going to lose any men. And we'll just chase him down. We'll see how many more of these men we can kill. 128, killing a bunch. Glory! Kill, murder. Another 1.5% war score, captured a count and a prince bishop. Yeah, we'll ransom him, sure. And him. Now he's headed to Oversticht. And I think the Holy Roman Emperor's looking pretty weak now. How many men do you have total? Only 16,500, so there's 10,000 there and 2,800 here. So he's only got about 2,000 altogether in other places. So 15,000 men, and we have how many? 17 at our most. We have not that many raised right now. We have 13 raised right now, but I could release and re-raise, which I will as soon as we finish running this army down. We've got those 2 ransom happening, so we'll get about 300 gold roughly. I'm gonna crush these last remaining men, see if we can capture anyone else. To my men! I must fight. I'm a fighter. Another 1.5% war score. We're still negative, but now that we've crushed in those huge battles, my mom is going to be able to start retaking her holdings. And we just really need to rally together one more good fight. Meanwhile, up here, we're losing men to attrition. That's fine, we'll just let it tick. If we had those 7,000 men, we'd actually have enough to attack the Holy Roman Emperor, though. Let's chance it. No, that's a bad idea. Let's wait. Oh, why are you guys doing an internal war? What are you doing? Defending against Earl something and the revolt against the rule. Ugh, it's annoying. Actually losing money right now because we're spending a ton on galleys. And our heavy infantry cost about 40 gold a year. I don't really want to stand these boats down though, but we really need to. They're expensive. $600 gold. Garrison goes up by 15. Garrison growth, fort level. I think I want to get this thing, yeah. This is this military siege workshop thing. It's very expensive, but I want it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get one there. And let's see. What castles have the other levies? 8. They're all really well upgraded. Let's go with that one. We'll build one here, too. Actually, we can't. Oh, you can only build it in the capital. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay. Well, in this one, then, we'll build the small annual fair. And one more here in York. Spent all of our money. We'll possibly lose that wealthy ruler bonus, but I'm a victorious warrior. I'm a badass. Badass. We're awesome. Okay, what do we want to do with our army now? He's slowly attacking. My mom's holding there. He's not assaulting, which is interesting. Probably because there's 1,600 men there. The question is, can my 9,200 men attack his 10,000? We might be able to. What kind of territory are you in right now? Plains. I think I've got rough terrain. Plains is not one of them. Can I bait you into some hills, maybe? Yeah, there's some hills right here in Limburg. Hey, and Limburg's a hostile territory. Let's go hang out in Limburg. We will go... Checking supply caps. Limburg can only hold 6,000 men. Never mind, that's a bad idea. The hills have lower supply limits. Okay, in that case, yay, my bastard is a Norman. He's slothful, but he is a Norman. My 7-year-old's still Saxon. He's almost old enough for education. Okay, let's see. How can we deal with that 10,000 men? Let's just go back to any place that has depleted levy. Anyone? Anyone? Euler? There we go. That is held by the Duchy of Lower Lorraine. Let's go there. Damn, it can only hold 6,000. Okay, we'll split this army up then. Just put it into 2 separate parts, about the exact same size. We'll send one there, and then one can hang out next door to it. And let's siege that bishopric. That should be easy. Okay. Yeah, he's going to lose. Mark my words. He's going to lose. If you can ever win this war over here, we'll be able to send another... Oh, and he's actually re-raised. 19,000. You know what's funny? I'm still plotting to murder her. I want her to die. My 2-year-old bastard that did not get legitimized died. Oh well, right? It still would be pretty convenient for me if she were to die. Looks like she's not married. Her husband died. My mother married my half-brother? What? My mother married my half-brother. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm dead. Yeah. Morcar slept with this woman after Volcronos couldn't get the job done. That just confused me though. I was like, how, why, what kind of incestuous crap has happened here? Probably be good to go with this guy instead, and... Oh dear, how about you just fabricate a claim on that guy? Change stewards as well. 19 stewardship will be better. What is the penalty now? Are we... Yeah, a head penalty starting to go away. It's almost time to start looking at really focusing on the big push to Tier 2 technology. I usually like to start doing it around when the penalty's at like -20, because like right now we've actually got a pretty good chance each year of increasing these technologies. 3.1% is not bad. 7.9% is pretty good. So let's do that push. Let's try to let's focus on like castle farming first. So we'll look at castle farming in our domain, and I want to look at just my land. So that one is at 1.1. Let's see, do we have anything near level 2? Church taxes is pretty high there. Farming's pretty high in our capital. And here. Cultural flexibility is almost level 2 there. Legalism's almost level 2. That'd be awesome if we could get legalism. Let us, we'll research cultural tech here. Watch how significant it is. Right now we have a 8.4% chance of getting legalism per year. And if I focus on cultural tech here, it's going to jump up now to 15.6%. So probably within the next 10 years or so we'll have level 2 legalism. Maybe before that. And at the same time, this one had pretty good... I want to put my steward in a county that's going to give the most likely increase to level 2, which actually looks like this one. It's not my capital, but farming, trade practices, and church taxes are all pretty close. So let's research economy tech there. And I'm going to need my leader. Well, I mean, we might as well check anything close to level 2 for military. Heavy armor. That's tempting. Heavy armor is really good. We use a lot of heavy soldiers. Oh, my marshal. Rough terrain expert. Good with combat. He's wounded right now. I'm actually gonna pull him back. Yeah. Research military tech here. Let's focus on heavy armor. And now we have a 18% chance per year. Pretty good. And I've got a new holding way over here that I haven't gotten rid of. This one's it's really far behind, but if you look at its tech, notice the domain bonus and the behind bonus. It's actually very likely to increase the stats. So what I'm doing by holding on to this county over here is I'm spreading technology. So there's no technology here at all. But because I've got high technology in these 5 counties, this one gets a bunch of domain bonus, and I can hopefully spread technology to this county. If I really wanted to, I could put all 3 of my advisors over there and create like a technology pocket in this land, which would then help spread it via adjacency to the rest of the land. Just something you can look at doing. But anyway, that's enough I think for this episode. In the next episode, I'm going to hopefully wrap up this holy war that I started a long time ago, and then be able to use those 7,000 men that are over there, if it really is still 7,000. I don't think I have just 4,500. But those 4,500 plus these 9,000, I could probably push this war all the way to victory. And if my mom wins, That would be good. She's lucky I'm supporting her. I'm doing 60% of the work. So, oh, and my second son needs to get educated. Let's get him educated by a Norman before I forget. We want to sort by Marshall, because we've got that one brilliant strategist Norman who's already done it with one son. That sounded really bad. By done it with one of my sons, I meant that he's converted, that his culture, it still sounds bad. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon.